Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So, got some stuff that I got off of TikTok today. I did not want to just do a video on it. I wanted to come live with you guys and kind of put it out that way. Because, let me see, I think as we know what. Oh, well, hold on. My phone's acting silly. So we know what today is, right? Today is supposedly, if there is a baby, it is Aurora's birthday. So we know that Gypsy she's already back on Instagram. So let me show you what she put on Instagram. So, of course, she already said she's having a Miss Rachel themed party. So, she's got all of this stuff from, hey Ziggy, all of this stuff from Miss Rachel. Now, we all know, hey objection. Now, we all know that Bree has taken over Gypsy's TikTok account. Well, she put out a video. Sorry, guys, I didn't put makeup on or anything today. I did brush my hair, though. But I've got that video. I want you guys to see this video that Bree put up on Gypsy's channel, which she gifted over to Bree. So, let's see.
World, others step into it. 1 year before you were born, your mom stepped into the world for the very first time. It felt big and new. Some people are born into the world, others step into it. 1 year before you were born, your mom stepped into the world for the very first time. It felt big and new and a little confusing at times. But your mom kept going because she is strong and brave and full of heart. And in that new chapter, your mom and dad found their way back to each other, not by accident, but because they knew they were each other's person. Not long after that
they knew they were each other's person, but we're not even going to talk about she was a married woman at that point in time. What about that? I just think that is just, to me, that is crazy for her to say that. Let's keep going.
In the moment where everything grew bigger, the moment your mom learned she was carrying you, and that strength found something even more special to protect.
Look, photoshopped. You couldn't even tell that was even her. I mean, crazy.
Some days carry magic. This one carried two beginnings and a promise. You chose the very same day your mom stepped into the world to make your own entrance, as if the day remembered what it was meant to hold. From the moment you arrived, your mom and dad became your guardians, not just of you, but of your peace. They built a world around you that is soft where it can be and strong where it needs to be. Because some
and wanted to talk about how she came into the world the same day Gypsy came into the world. No, it's the day that she got out of prison. Let's keep it real here. And I don't believe that was her birthday anyways, if there even is a baby. I think so. And everybody's been sending it over to TikTok and nothing has been done. Nothing. I think it's sad.
Sometimes the world outside can be loud and curious and forget that little hearts need quiet. And through everything, they kept moving forward. Every choice they made, every step they took was for you. And look at you now.
Every step they took was for her. Really? So if they did something for the baby, why didn't she get off the internet? Why was she bullying? Because guys, you know as good as I know it, if she would have came out of prison and stop trying to be a celebrity, nobody would have dug in as deep as we have. That is so true. I'm not the kid's guardian. I'm their parent, their mother. Exactly. Exactly. I'm your mother. Something is just, hey, Rosalie. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Julie. This is just crazy to me. But wait, it gets even better.
You crawl fast, you climb higher, you're almost ready to walk into the world on your own.
But I didn't think we were going to show the baby's face. To me, this is AI. In my opinion, I think it's AI.
Give the cutest little serious face when you're figuring something out. All the little noise you make when you're excited and your precious laugh, it makes everything brighter. You are curious and observant and so very smart. Your mom loves reading to you and you love listening to her read. Your eyes wide, your mind.
I just really hope that they're not reading her that
You find her with your eyes and smile. It's as if your mom loves reading to you and you love listening to her read. Your eyes wide, your mind soaking in every word. And sometimes, when your mom isn't even looking, you find her with your eyes and smile. It's as if...
Guys, how many times have we seen Aurora and no time have we seen that baby? Did that baby move its head toward its mother? Hey, Miss Nina. There's not once. Every time we see that baby, it's looking straight ahead. It's not looking for Gypsy. And in that Christmas picture, it looked like that baby was reaching for someone else. It looked like it didn't want to be held by Gypsy, in my opinion.
Something in your heart remembers what your mind doesn't need to know yet. That every path she walked, every challenge she grew through, every hard thing she carried, every time she kept going was leading her right here to you, to becoming your mom. And your dad, he's completely wrapped around your finger and he doesn't mind one bit. He's mastered the art of baby talk, meeting you right where you are, talking to you in a language.
And who does that? I mean, for me, I never talked to my daughter in baby talk. I never did that. I talk to my daughter the way I'm talking to you because I want my daughter to grow up and know how to speak properly. You don't baby talk your baby like that. That is just crazy. But wait, Sharon, there's even more. There's even more AI.
Made of love, silly sounds, soft words, and endless attention. You don't just have him, you have his whole heart. And Aurora, you should know this.
What in AI is that? That baby looks like Chucky's little sister. And I'm not doing no baby snark here, but you know, guys, that's AI. That is not Aurora. You can tell that is not her. That looks like baby Chucky. That is just weird. That is scary. That is scary as...
Too. You have a whole community around you. People who cheer for you quietly. People who protect you fiercely.
How do they protect her? Because if Gypsy wanted to protect her daughter, first of all, she wouldn't have written that smut that she calls a book that she says she wrote it for her daughter. Who writes that kind of smut for her daughter to read? And again, want to give it to her when she's what age? 13? What is the deal about 13? That is just so strange to me. That is just strange. It's weird. And if you look at this picture, it looks like they AI'd this baby right there. That's not a true picture.
People who want the whole world for you and will stand up when it isn't kind. You are surrounded by love you can't always see, but will always feel. Not every moment of your first...
And what is so bad is, Dee Dee made sure that Gypsy knew that she was loved. And look what happened to Dee Dee. Exactly, Ziggy. Exactly. You're supposed to be teaching them things as you talk to them. Exactly. And the way you talk to them, that way they know how to say the words. It makes no sense. And she made sure she had a number candle. That's right. She had that number candle.
Year was shared with everyone, but it was shared with all the people who matter, held close, loved deeply, protected carefully. Because joy doesn't need a crowd to be real, and love doesn't need to be loud to be true. Happy first birthday, Aurora.
That is just sick. To me, that is so sick. And they're not. Yes, a beautiful, sick. I mean, they're not even really a family. Hey, Lucy. That's all she does is use filters. Filters are all in there. Now, guys, I've got something else that I just happened to come across. Do you guys hey, Terry? Do you guys remember when Gypsy was on that Kail Lowry's podcast? Remember? Well, Kail Lowry, because I know I sent a video over to Kail, and I tagged her in it because of the whole 13 thing. I tagged Kail Lowry in it. And Kail Lowry has now came out on TikTok, and she's made a statement about Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Hold on. Let me get this video here, because this I felt like was.
Of Gypsy Rose, and a lot of the things that you guys are tagging me in literally include my podcast episode with her. Okay, so let's start there. I just want to clarify that the episode on Barely Famous podcast with Gypsy Rose was recorded over a year ago. And then Nick told you at one point that if y'all ever had a daughter together, he would take your daughter's virginity at 13.
Correct. And I broke up with him after he said that. We had a huge argument after that. I broke up with him. I'm like, I'm done. I called him a bunch of names. I was like, I am never going to let you do that.
So I conducted
That didn't age well, guys.
That interview based on the information that was available at that time. And she had just published her book, which I read from cover to cover. During that interview with Gypsy, she explicitly denied any future harm to any child. So I would just like to clarify that I literally can't control what is said during an interview or what happens after an interview. I cannot control any of that. When I asked her about any future harm to a child, I asked her explicitly. I was not joking. It was not condescending. It was direct, and I don't really know how else I could have gone about that. I'm not in control over what comes out after an interview goes live on my podcast. I'm literally just doing my job. If everything that has just come out is true and accurate and actually how things went, obviously that is deeply disturbing. I'm going to speak for myself. I did not give Gypsy Rose a platform. She already had one. Obviously, I mean, this goes without saying, but child abuse, child neglect, child endangerment, all of that, I don't stand for that. I don't align with that. That's not something that I would ever align myself with. It's never excusable. It's never justifiable. Nothing. As a parent and as parents, protecting our children is supposed to come first. And I feel like you guys have followed me long enough to know that that is something that I do on a regular basis. I have 7 children of my own. So if you guys think that I would just willingly align myself with somebody who has harmed or has talked about harming children, that's just not the case at all. So allowing her to speak and being aligned with her are not the same thing. I think if any of those things were said during the Barely Famous recording, obviously things would have a very, very different outcome, and I probably wouldn't have aired it or talked to her at all. So I really appreciate everyone tagging me and everything, but I do need you guys to also understand that this was something that was beyond my control, and I honestly hope that they're all false, but I can't align myself with people who have done what I have seen surface at this point. That is all. I'm going to end this little TikTok on that note.
So, guys, I just thought that was really important to bring up, because now Kail has come out and she's having to backtrack. Even having her on her platform. And I think that's a win. I personally think that's a win, whenever I think that so many people has put that up, and she actually had to speak about it. And I just think I'm counting it as a win. I mean, it's not what we wanted to hear, but at least she had to actually say something about it. And maybe, yeah, Renee is so right. Do your research first, because it seems like nobody has done their research. And that's what I think. That's what's so bad. I mean, why would you have somebody come on there? I mean, if I didn't know anything about it and then I read that book, I would be asking questions. And if I read the book like she said from cover to cover, I would have some better questions for her than what she was asking Gypsy, because she changed narratives all the way through the book. I just don't get it. And Kimberly, I think you're right about that Bree is now her new Nicholas. And it just and I think that Bree would do anything that Gypsy says. And I just think, what pink candy saying something? Just wonder why it won't let me send. I don't know. I don't know what won't. But I just had to come live with that because, guys, I just thought that was just, I felt like that was a win. Yes, read it at 13 is what I think she said. I just thought that was just crazy to me. I just thought that was really crazy. And I think last night and today, I put that out with Sheena going over there on Case's channel. To me, that was disgusting. You know what? I don't think she'll ever get a reality. I don't think she knows what reality even is. I don't think she does. And April is right. Her eyes have been open. And I think a lot of people's eyes have been open because AG Tactical, I was kind of disappointed in what he put out that first night. But then he came back last night, and I think he did a better job. Well, she's saying that I think it's AI. I don't think it was her baby, and it was put out by Bree. But I don't think Gypsy will ever turn away from social media, because if this hasn't embarrassed her, I don't think anything will. I mean, the stuff that has been put out with Into the Weeds with Carolina Girl, there's no way. There's no way. I mean, because I just don't think that it could get much worse than what we've been seeing. And she's still not embarrassed. Hey, Five Finger. But I think I'm going to put I think I had somebody that wanted to come up. So I'm going to put the link down in the chat in case anybody wanted to come up. No sense of shame at all. And I just think that is really sad. Well, April, I think that she really likes embarrassment, because that's what she was talking about when she was talking with Nick. I don't know much about this role play thing that they were talking about. Hey, Allie. I don't know much about it, but it just seems like Gypsy likes the embarrassing. Exactly. And whenever Nina put out that she thought that Ken had left Gypsy, I just didn't think that he would have left, because you guys know yourself that he likes the drama. I totally agree. If she does have a trauma, then the release of the videos would have had a trauma release. Hey, Brenda. But I just don't even understand it. It makes no sense to me at all. Oh, thank you for the super chat. Ryan Anderson has to go defend their role play regarding Ryan's nephew. Gypsy asking about Ryan's nephew. Yes. Now, wasn't they were playing like she was his mom? I think that's the kind of role playing they were doing. And that to me was really weird. That was out of this world. I just couldn't believe it. And then not only that, if you guys remember, there was one that I read that 1980 Millennial put out, and they were talking about being foxes or something like that. Do you guys remember that? Yes, Julie. They were playing mommy and daddy. That is just weird to me. I just don't understand it because I would be so embarrassed. And maybe I'm too sensitive for the embarrassment because I get embarrassed easily. Okay, I think I got Kimley is coming up. I'm going to bring her up. Hey,
What's
Kimley.
up?
How are you?
Hi, how are you? I'm too blessed to be stressed. I'm very good. How are you? Thank you.
Good. How was your Christmas?
Oh, goodness. I'm glad it's over, but it turned out so what I've been praying for. So my son was with us and he got to meet.
Mighty Mulatto. Thank you so much. Gypsy.
Yeah, and I like your cup.
My little cup.
You're so cute.
I need to do dishes, and this is the only one I had left in the cabinet.
I get it. How was your Christmas? How was your holiday?
It was great. I was sick. I had the stomach flu. So.
Oh, bless your heart. I remember you saying that. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better. It might have been you starting your new job. You could have got it from there.
I think so.
They don't be on here. Please. My daughter's trying to get on here, but I don't want to. Yeah, we were so blessed. But I love that you do this. And Sinead, go sit down, please. Please, honey. Thank you. She knows better. Anyways, she knows about the Gypsy Rose because, see, I was invested from watching the act. I think I started initially, and I thought her and I had some things in common. Sinead, Lily, please. I'm not going to ask you. Okay, thank you. Sorry. Anyways, so she's seen me get really invested. Even my husband and I, we've had fights because I used to post about it and get really involved. But he's like, no. And then my spirit told me nothing will come of it until something changes. Even talking about her is just we almost just got to stop because she like you guys are all saying, if this doesn't make her stop, what will? And now it almost feels like she's trying to normalize it. She just wants us to just accept it, just throwing it in our face, and then putting her kid as if she does have a kid. We should be worried. I mean, I know that she said she was younger and she was through trauma, but we haven't heard of any really therapy. And because a leopard doesn't change its prints, I don't believe Ryan. I don't believe any of them. You can't. They've all been caught.
And I'm concerned
They've all been
Mighty
caught.
Mulatto put up here that I did not know that Gypsy asked Ryan if the kid actually touched himself.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry.
That kind of makes
that's
me
weird.
Feel some kind of way.
And if you guys ever heard it's to the gate to our spirit and stuff is through our eyes and our ears, and so we're just got to be careful. And I'm just praying for the whole thing. If I could just say a prayer, not to say anything against anybody because we're all human. And I would love for this just to go away. And for her, if she does have a kid, this is scary. And the fact that nobody's really addressed it. Are we waiting for a disaster to happen? Because we already know what she's capable of. And the fact that she sacrificed her mother, but little do we all know, she sacrificed herself. So the girl's willing, because she didn't walk, just to, so if we're not going to take the fact that this woman is willing to sacrifice her own self, her mother, Like, what are we waiting for? And I'm not trying to say anything. I pray that her family, actually somebody hears and says, we got to wake up and get her some help, whatever it looks like, because we can't get her back in prison. She served her time. But the fact is she's human, and we all need to come together and pray for a better thing, because what we're doing, pointing the finger, is not working. It's not working. And so maybe by the grace of God and the spirit of Dee Dee, for justice for Nicholas, if anything, it get relooked at. Nicholas get a better place, because we know where he's situated. My nephews are, I'm sorry I'm going off, but both my nephews are both autistic, and they're nonverbal. And the fact is I know I'm familiar, and I'm going to leave it at that. I just am familiar. I'm not saying Nicholas was like that, but the fact that he's not the same, and he didn't get that looked at, and they said it had no matter, that does matter. And the fact that he didn't even have somebody in the interrogation room, I saw that and I nearly cried. His birthday is my birthday. I'm left-handed. And so I just feel like I'm human, and I feel like it's sad. The whole situation, it wants to break my heart. And the fact that nobody can just help Gypsy. She needs help. I mean, what are we going to do? Obviously nothing's helped so far. Maybe if we could just pray for help. I'm shaking. And
Yeah,
I just especially if there's
that
an Aurora and Ken is their father, care about more. Don't keep on being in our face and proving a point. Maybe go away and fix some problems. Don't keep on pushing it. And the fact that Bree is in our face too, that's another distraction. And let's try to let them, we got to do something different, guys. So I'm praying for a different. That's all I wanted to say. I'm sorry, Pink, I took the floor.
That's okay.
But it's like we're doing this. We've been doing this for over a year, 2 years. Nothing's changed.
I think people are
now
scared.
It's getting worse.
I think people are scared. I think her dad's scared. I think
They should be.
I think Christy's scared, because they know
They should
what
be.
she's capable of doing.
What she's capable of. So what are you going to do? Well, you going to wait. Wait for what? Wait for what? Gypsy, I pray if you're watching this, just get some help. That's all you need. We don't want anything but for you to be accountable and get some help or go away. We understand you had problems. We all did. My mom, I'm not even going to get into it, but my mom could have nearly loved me to death. And so I'm an abuse. I'm not saying my mom, I love my mom. She did her damn best she could do, and she's still paying for what. But she's alive. And I'm doing better because I'm not blaming her. Okay? It's not her fault. When it comes to a point, you grow up and you get better, or you just, can't blame forever. So I'm sorry. I always get on here and get crazy, but I love you guys.
I just think it's,
you're doing a lot of hard work, all your research.
But somebody's got to
you guys
do
are doing
something.
A lot of good things.
I just don't think, unfortunately, I think something bad is going to happen before help comes in, unfortunately.
Well, I hope not.
And I just
hope
all
I know is it's in God's hands.
What I'm hoping is maybe something at Walmart. Yeah. She takes something from Walmart. I'm hoping
she's gonna flip up. She's gonna flip up. Either she's gonna get right or she's gonna slip up. She's gonna refend. One or the other. You can't do this forever. So exactly. I trust the Lord with all my heart and lean not my understanding. See, I got that on my tattoo. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Yes. All right. Bye, Miss Pink. I'll let you go. It's kind of
thank you
backed up because I'm in the mountains. So
all right. Yeah. Thank you.
Have a blessed day, y'all.
But guys, yeah, I think everybody is scared. I think everybody's scared of Gypsy. And I don't think that anybody's going to do anything to help her. If Rod and Christy are scared, then they should fear for Aurora. That's exactly right. That is exactly right. But for, just like this whole thing with, because I don't know. Ryan, he is, I did a video on him. Ryan, I don't believe this whole thing that Gypsy changed her number. And because I think Gypsy's still talking to Ryan personally. Because there's no way that Gypsy changed her phone number and he's still sending her messages and that person knows Christy. There's no way. There's no way. But I really feel for that baby. I really do. But yeah, we all should be worried. But guys, I'm going to go. I've been on here for 30 minutes. I got to get some dishes done, clothes washed. I got to go to work tomorrow. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you for standing behind me. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.